there will be progression. How can a wreck do what that man did? How can a responsible adult? No excuse in the world can justify it. None. Even if he felt his subordinate was not doing the job, at least you will explain and say, this is why I am doing this. Nothing. He just, and if you look, what I saw that he did, my reading was that, look, I've done what you told me to do. You guys go and clear the mess. And as soon as I saw that, only to hear that he was suspended, I knew that there's more than meets the eye. That guy is representing some extremely powerful interests in this country. And the new thing in town, the new thinking in the bloc amongst the politicians is that I will do what I have to do. You can go to the court and settle whatever it is. So he played his part. Maybe the people who were supposed to follow suit, he couldn't have done it alone. Unless you want to take him for some analysis, he was representing an interest. And from his face and his manner, when they were telling him, you can't do this, and he knew that he couldn't do this, you understand what I'm saying? He said, well, I've done it, and that's it. That was the reading that I got from him. And it's very, very unfortunate. What has now made it much more worse was that the candidate herself, who you want to be governor, you want to lead your people, you want to set a good example, you should have known. I would expect a candidate like that to know the process and what the law says about whatever it is. You now went to court. For the court to do what now? For the court to do what? Everybody, that whole chain.
Is this a test for the court now?
It's not a test for the court.
Because the matter is in front of whether they want to see that kind of matter or not is right there now. And like you said, extremely powerful people.
It's extremely powerful people. So and you see, go to court. That phrase "go to court" means that what we are seeing that is very, very frightening is the compromise of institutions. A compromise of institutions, Sheriff. I would have thought that Mahmoud would have been so embarrassed and enraged, he would have placed that gentleman under arrest. Rather, you said he shouldn't go anywhere near the headquarters. What is he going to do? He's done the job he's supposed to do.
It's done. His job is done.
And you say
his job is done.
By suspending himself, you have given him better relief. He can stay back. He can go for Umrah. He can go on the vacation. He can go on the cruise. He's not,
enjoys
whatever. You didn't place him under any arrest. The Attorney General did not call you to say that, look, this thing that happened could have led to a crisis. Even if you want to go as far as possible, you can head towards something like treason. Because the whole country would have burned down yesterday. But of course, our politicians are beginning to see that they can get away with anything in our country. That's what it is. I remember that. Because you can see. And let us see where all this is going to end now. They are going to announce the results on Thursday. Because they have now prepared a ground for a very messy situation. You asked one question this morning, that what would happen if any one of them is declared a winner. We are in for a long haul.
It appears.
Yes, the elections have been compromised. What you might have to get, what you might get at the end of the day, if care is not taken, is that you have to do a complete rerun of that election.